Dang it. Check out this crap. Hey, Lynn. I knew you was gonna be on. Oops, I must have lost you. Oh, I'll wait for a few more minutes. Well, how are you doing? Hope everything's going well. You must be in an area, or maybe something's with my internet connect. I don't know. I have AT&T fiber, so it shouldn't be nothing wrong. That dang Liberty Mutual. What the hell y'all want? I'm doing fine. I'm just washing clothes and supposed to be studying since and I don't know if you get the update. I go to WGU for my bachelor's of science in data analytics, and paying being paid with career choice with Amazon because I'm not taking out no more student loans, never. So as long as I'm working at Amazon, and I'm gonna take advantage of the career choice where they pay for you to go to school. 5,250 is the well, that's the IRS limit. That's so I get to go, and I started September 1st, so um I'm supposed to study 20 hours a week minimum. That's required, and since I haven't gone back to work yet, they haven't released me. So October 2nd, I'm supposed to take some kind of test where they, at the orthopedics, physical therapy, whatever. It's supposed to be some test to see what I could do. So, and then from there, I was on a workers' accommodation I've been working at Amazon. It's going on 2 years and some months. It seemed like I ain't worked that long considering that I was out for a few months here and there, even when I first started initially. So, um, I could still, once I go back to work, they put me in what department they're gonna put me in. Hopefully, they'll put me in something light. Yeah, I'm on workers' comp now. I get 60% of my pay, which is not a whole lot considering, but it's like 380 something a week. So, but I'll probably end up going back to work. I want to say maybe the middle of October, the end of October, unless unless there was something so wrong that they said nope, you can't go back. until next year, whatever. But I don't know. I probably end up going back before then, before at least before November the 11th, which is 1 year from the time I had that act. Before that 1 year before that box fell on my head and somewhat strained my neck. But I was like, it's not the dang. I said, what about my back is hurting too? But I don't know. They so crazy. Hey, three people, go ahead and enter thumbs up as you enter the room. Ain't nobody hit the thumbs. Ding. And please like, comment, and subscribe. I know I lost some subscribers in the last couple of weeks, but these probably aren't people who weren't regulars anyway. Even if some people do get mad at me for saying certain things, and some people probably never did subscribe in the first place. But like I said, I'm not monetized, so it doesn't make no difference to me. I'm on here as a way of me, um, just talking through things, talking through issues, but I'm not going to get into um, personal information, particularly since, me, I'm very transparent in what I discuss. And somebody made a nasty comment about, okay, sure your therapist won't like what you did, like y'all, like some of y'all know the hell y'all talking about and don't know what they talking about. So I'm not going to entertain no drama with stupidness. You're just going to get blocked, and I'm just going to report for harassment and bullying or whatever. And you won't ever need to comment on my channel. Never again. And the way that kills me is ain't nobody forced nobody to stay. Ain't nobody forced nobody to stay on my channel or watch my channel. But if you got something to say, don't don't write no book, because some of y'all be writing a book. Not y'all, but certain people that I noticed in these last few years write a book. I've been following you for years, hating. But you know what? Keep on hating, because it ain't gonna be my problem, and I'm not gonna get, I'm not gonna be tussling with people, because I know some of y'all like saying, why would I go ahead and want to argue with people and whatever. And I said to myself, people who have big YouTube channels get a whole lot worse. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna still get those. You sure got that right. I'ma still get I'ma still get it. But anyway, as you can see from my title, you may be owing some money even if you had a student loan forgiveness. Now, some of y'all know my student loans were forgiven, all six figures. Yes, six figures, with the program they had for income base. Now, this is not a new program. It's different from what they implemented after they ruled unconstitutional for the president to forgive $10,000 or $20,000 of student loans, and that got shot down. But Biden came back and um, and the Department of Education started this new program called SAVE, SAVE, which is income based, but it's quite different from the income based program that was implemented a few years ago. A few years ago, where if you made 120 payments or 20 years or 25 years, which is ridiculous, that your student, you pay your student loans based on your income, and you have to make on-time payments, not miss a beat, not miss not one payment in that 120 payments. Then after 20 years have passed, they'll forgive your student loans what was whatever the balance was remaining. So when I first signed up for that, um, income-based program, I said to myself, I remember saying it, I was like 30 years old. or 30. Yeah, I think I was saying 30. And I said, you mean to tell me, and I remember telling them on the phone, you mean to tell me that these student loans won't be able to be, I will be able to, it'll take me till I'm 55 years old for these damn student loans to drop off. That's what you're trying to tell me? Yes, me, So I was like, ooh. So I said, whatever. So, at the time I was working for the federal government too. So when I was working for the federal government as with the IRS, they had the public service one as well. If you work there 10 years, you pay your student loans based on your income, not income based, but it's all based on your income, and they'll forgive it for public service. I remember calling, I was on the Susie Orman show. I called in and I spoke and I asked her. And I remember going and asking, I said, I work for the federal government, I have student loans, and they have this thing, if you work for the government for 10 years, it'll be forgiven after 10 years of service. But I'm trying to I wanted to go in the private sector because when you work for federal government, they don't really pay a lot. And depending on what agency you work for, they most definitely don't pay a whole lot. You know, the main caveat about people tell you, oh, it's job security. You can never lose your job when you work for the government. That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. So I remember um, dealing with that ordeal, like going to, I said, dang, I already worked at the government for this number, these few years. Maybe I should stay. And they may be, I'll be able to have my student loans dropped off that way too. So I was also fall under that program. So by the time I went to apply, and I was making my payments every month, coming out of my check, direct deposit, and I'm putting on these rubber gloves because I'm about to do me some deep cleaning. Not today, but well, I'm gonna start. Put it that way, because it's so much. It's so much. I gotta go one at a time. But anyway, so when I left the IRS at 2016, that's when I really started being on YouTube. Um, yeah, the state is better, but Georgia, Georgia sucks when it comes to state jobs. Oh God, they pay just as little. They pay less. Put it that way. That's why I didn't go. That's why I never applied for a state job in South Carolina, in Georgia, especially with the State Department of Revenue, because they pay way much less than what I was making, and I was already at the maximum grade at my at the IRS at the time, and I was going through steps. So, anywho, I opened my mailbox today, and I said, "What? I got a check from the Department of Treasury." I'm thinking I'm supposed to get a federal refund check, which I didn't file my tax return yet, so I will be getting my federal refund check once I finish filing um, in a couple of days. Hey, Shelly Shell. So let me tell you, I opened my mailbox. I didn't check the mailbox in days. I got a check from Department of Treasury, from the Department of Education, a $300 and something check I got. If you have a student loan debt forgiveness, and I know Dave is going to be happy because he told me he got his debt forgiven. If you made any student loan payments during that time, I was making my little payments here and there. No, I can't. Ooh, I went to the thing. I let that mail pile up, and then I end up putting it on the table, kitchen table. Hey, Shelly Show, here again. So I'm looking through the mail. I said, junk, 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 junk. And I see the check. I said, what? And this is the fifth time. This is the fourth time I've done that. I got checks, payments in the mail, then check the mail. Then I was like throwing out, and then I saw I had 4 checks from my workers' comp claim because they didn't direct deposit it initially at first. It was check in the mail. So I never checked it. I said, I ain't get no check. And I looked, it was like four or five envelopes of checks. And then one of the damn checks expired, so I had to call them to issue me another check. No, that was for my not my workers' comp claim check. That was for my FAFSA, not FAFSA, flexible spending account. That's what it was. So I had to call last week to get them direct deposit for my flexible spending account, and I had they gave me a check because I had well, really was due to me because that was in the account. So I was like, dang, I went to the Bank of America with 5, 6 checks, and I was like, put it in the deposit in the ATM machine to deposit. Man, I said, mm-mm. So I got me a check from the Department of Education. So if you have your student loans forgiven and you made payments during that time, they give me your money back. So they gave me my money back. So thank you, Jesus. So I'm not gonna hold on to that check like I did months and months because I don't know, for some reason I hate going into a physical branch of the bank. And Bank of America make me so mad. Is that I say I want to open up an account. You had to make an appointment. Make an appointment. I was like, so I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna open up an online bank. I'm not gonna do SoFi and I'm gonna do Barclay Bank, online bank savings account. Because with Mint.com, I like mobile deposits. It's just that I have that with Bank of America. I only have one account. Well, technically, I have my Walmart Spark is a branch. It's not a bank. So I had no, I don't like SoFi. It's some people on YouTube. Hey, Bubble, what Bubble to Bubble Top Seat. No, I don't like SoFi because some people on YouTube they be trying to you can open a sci-fi account. Da, 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 da. So I said, nah. I looked into it and I said no. So when I started looking at um on this app that I have that will give you some banking information in terms of like steady, I went and I saw and I actually had started to open an account at let me see. I'm gonna open up a bank at Barclay Bank. You know what, Lynn? If I hit that money in the mattress is in the dumpster at the Cab County junkyard because I sure did drag that nasty ass mattress from Wayfair that I bought lumpy and stuff. I dropped that thing straight up in the dang curb. If I did put money in the mattress, shoe, somebody sure would be rich. But you know that ain't do that. You know, I probably am being an old way. I probably am acting like an old lady, um, putting money. See the garbage truck coming down the street now. Here, they already picked up that old mattress last week. I was surprised they picked it up in the same day. I had to drag that mattress. Ooh, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I was dragging the mattress and pushed it downstairs over the rail, and then I got the dang box spring is stuck. I was trying to get this dang box spring down here, so I cut up the box spring, and then I'm gonna cut up the metal and see if it could fold in. I was looking on YouTube on how to. It got stuck. I said, how the hell did this box spring came upstairs in the first place? I remember I ain't got no help. I remember I did it. Let me think. I think I put it up there myself. Maybe somebody did help me. Well, anyway. Oh no. Mm-mm. I couldn't even make the video doing that because number one, holding the camera, throwing the mattress over the rail, let it slide down the step. Poor Charlie. I said, Charlie, you ain't no help. He's sitting there looking, and he probably wondered, what the gonna? Why you throwing the bed away? Because you know that dang Charlie was always jumping on that dang mattress, sleeping. And he still has not slept in his cat thing that I bought from Timu. I was like, you. I said, shoot, Charlie did not. He's still looking at it. It's a big black cat. Look like he looking at it. He still ain't looking at it. I said, maybe if I put some food in it, maybe he'll jump in there. But no, he ain't done it. He's still, what the hell? Look at those dang fools. No, he ain't got no cat. No, he don't have no cat tower. You know what his tower is? You see that bike right there? This is the dang cat tower. This bike right here. If I bought a cat tower, I wonder if he probably would still be jumping on my bike. That's the cat tower. Charlie is not it's not a the typical cat. But I'm gonna see if I'm gonna buy him one to see if he'll get on there. I'm gonna try. But those cat towers are expensive. I was like, what? Unless I built it myself, built me a cat tower, get some kind of material and maybe, you know what? I'm gonna try to do that because I got so much things that I could actually practice on my tools and make one. Yeah, those cat towers is not cheap, but maybe I could make one. I don't know. You never know. Yeah, you have to put them together. That's for sure. But yep, I'm going to try to make one. Make it. I got me so much junk in the garage, like wood. And I said, you know what? What am I doing with all these wood pieces? I mean, you're supposed to have a neighborhood yard sale in a couple of weeks. Matter of fact, I need to go to the office and see if I pay my $25 application fee and rent a spot on the tennis courts and see if I could sell some of my stuff I got around this house. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna try. Who the hell's calling me? Hold on, y'all. Hello? Hello? Who's this? You on what? First of all, I don't know what you're saying. So, what are you saying? What support first? I'll go online and sign up for health insurance through the marketplace. I could do that on my own. I will. No, I'll look. I'll go on the website. I'm very versed with looking up for health insurance on the marketplace, so I don't need to speak to no agent. Yeah, yeah, people. Now you know it's this time of time. It's this time of year. It's this time of year, y'all. You're gonna get calls from people talking about we can sign you up for the health insurance on the healthcare marketplace. No, I could go in there myself. You go in there for free. You don't need nobody to help you. You don't need no agent to help you sign up. You can sign up and look at all the plans yourself for free. Nope, not doing it. Nope. Mm-mm. And I need to think about getting that because I'm not satisfied with the health insurance that Amazon provides. And to be honest with you, their program they offer at Amazon, it's probably the same thing. I'm probably better off going on the marketplace, getting it myself, doing it myself, and this time I'm going to compare the different plans and and just get something because I was not quite satisfied with this health insurance. I was like I said, companies get health insurance premium tax credits as well. Just like people could sign up for the marketplace and get health insurance, and if you need help getting insurance, they'll pay you a portion of your premiums so you can get it. Sometimes you can get it almost little to nothing or very little per month, but it all depends on the levels, like bronze, silver, gold, and you have to meet your deductible um, before it kicks in to what the coverage would pay. So this time I'm gonna. I don't. I've got help. I've had Amazon. I had the insurance for the last couple of years, and getting a doctor and going through this referral. You got to get a referral, and you got to. I paid for those premiums and stuff every month, and it was so difficult just to get a doctor's appointment. I had to nearly act a fool, and when I went to some of these places, now I don't act up and curse them out initially, but when I left the emergency room a couple months ago, when I had that blister on my foot after I had to deal with this bitch podiatrist up the street with her scamming ass, and they referred me to this person, and then I immediately went there, gave them my information, and this dumb cracker, she gonna look at me like, I said, I gave you the information yesterday. I mean, ooh. And after that, well, you don't have I felt like throwing a brick in their face. That's what I felt like doing. But I can't be going to DeKalb County or Gwinnett County jail for putting my hands on nobody. So some of y'all know what happened years, no, I won't say years, but a few years ago. But you know what? I can't. I said, let me walk away because they're going to make me jump on their ass. And I'm too old to be jumping on people's asses and kicking their ass. Because, Georgia is, people could literally pay $25, go to the courthouse, scratch their own face, and say you did something. Next thing you know, they come and knocking on your door, talking crazy. But anywho, but that's a whole new. I ain't never gonna tell that. I ain't never gonna go in detail with that story. I never will. But anywho, so that's all I gotta say about that. Money can be, you may, if you gotta, and I ain't gonna go in detail because I said to myself, I'm tired of helping people. I'm tired of telling people things, helping them, telling them what to do in regards to better themselves. And then I'm too invested in getting upset when I say, you know what, why am I upset over somebody else's issue? If they don't want to do it, that's their problem. I'm not gonna. I tell you, don't make up. Too late. Too late. But that's a whole new story. I don't think I told no one that story. That's why I'm not helping nobody out no more. People will be scamming you. There are a bunch of scam artists here in Atlanta. I know people say, hey, people do that all over, but mm-mm. I did tell y'all the story, or did I tell you? I think maybe I did tell you, but hmm, I don't know. I ain't gonna get all into it because it was a few years. It was a few years ago. Well, it was several years. Well, not several. But put it this way, it's been a while. Put it that way. But and you know what the funny thing about that was that they was like it wasn't as bad when you get there. They was when I told them what happened and stuff, and they was like, is everything okay? Da da da. You know. Oh, I would never. Trust me. I had to go to anger management classes for that. It was I ain't getting in trouble though. I ain't got nothing, no nothing. No nothing at all. But people will see. That's why in Georgia, people will come up in your face, do something to you, and run, and then and then about it, this person have federal issues and record. But don't worry, like I always believe, karma will have their ass soon enough. I always tell people, I said, if you ever see an 88-year-old woman down the street kicking another person's ass, 90-something-year-old woman, that'll be me and that person 40 years from now. See them on the street and beat their ass, and I'll be 88 years old. Why that 88-year-old, that 90-something-year-old person fighting in the street? It'll be me and that person. It might have been 50 years ago that something happened, but shoot. Anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But anywho, because I got something for their ass, because I know they did something with that PPP loan and started some fake organization, and I'm about to report their butt. They still looking for people who's doing that. Just because people got these fake PPP loans, and they started these fake LLCs, and and all kind of stuff. They still going after these. They still going after people. They haven't. They used to. It wasn't as they're not going after these big famous name people who got millions and millions of dollars. They going after smaller people too. They going after smaller people. The GSA, they auditing all that information. It's gonna take them. Yep. Hey, Angelica, meet Vargas. I never saw your name before. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up too as you enter the room. It's free. Bing. Yeah. So people who've been getting those PPP loans and getting it illegally, just because they ain't came back and said nothing, that don't mean it doesn't mean that they're checking into it. Because let me tell you, when I got that Ely grant, which I still saved some of that money, I saved most of that money. I said, I ain't spent all that money like that. I put it right in my savings emergency fund. And they asked me, you want to get the loan? No, I'm not interested in no loan. No, no, no. I said, I can't guarantee you that my financial situation will be able to pay it back. And I said, nope. And you know what the catch is with that when they was offering people those that's if you had the Ely grant legitimately. The people who was asking people to get this PPP loans, they were getting basically like I'm gonna call it kickbacks. That's why they were stressing, like if you had the Ely grant, they was like, well, do you also want to get the loan? I could have got the loan as one person, as an independent contractor. I said, no, I don't want no loan. I'll be all right. I'll keep doing my little gigs. I don't need no loan. I don't. But some people will take getting a loan to pay their own personal bills, buying cars. Some people went extreme, made up a business that never existed, and got it. Now, but those who want to make this argument, well, they made it easy for people to get it, and then. Oh, hell no. Angel, no. SV Academy, no. But anyway, me conclude the part about the PPP loans. So basically, they are going down and looking into it. So there's no such thing as statute of limitations when it comes to fraud, especially with government funds. You may, 5 years down the road, they'll go back. They'll go back. So that's all I got to say about that. Now, recommend SV Academy? No. The reason why I would not is because that was the first program I took advantage of with Amazon Career Choice. So I looked at, because I was looking into say, oh, technical sales, and I did my little research, and they were saying how people, tech sales or SDRs, that's the role that they were making, good money just to sit on the phone. Basically, it's like telemarketing, and you are sitting on the phone just calling people about tech services. That's basically what SV Academy and the customer care. So I enrolled in SV Academy. Amazon gave me the voucher. I went there to use it. I did the program, did the internship. It was like, it was okay. But I finished the program and everything, got the certificate. Yeah, they make it seem like it's so lucrative, but it's not. It's not. It's only when it's after you sit on the phone and make all those phone calls and then you get the bonuses. That's where that came into. And my other coworker who worked at Amazon in San Bernardino, she finished the program too. But let me tell you, I did the program, finished it, got the certificate. After the program was over, and during the program, I was asking them, well, if this is tailored for Amazon employees with the program, because the program costs $10,000 to go to SV Academy regularly. Amazon got it negotiated. Their price was $5,250, which is the maximum tuition credit tuition they could give you. And then, hey, Sharky Phelps, y'all on here now early, and I ain't gonna don't let him. So I was asking them. I said, well, and this was 2 years ago. I said, well, companies are not buying tech services, and the economy seems like it's going down. This is before they had these major layoffs of the tech workers for Facebook, Google, Microsoft, all these Salesforce. So they were laying people off in the tech industry. And I asked them the question during we were doing the class about the outcome and how is it people going to be hired and what partnerships and what companies do y'all have for the students to transition to these companies. So I went through the career services and I was working with this bitch. I'm going to say she was a bitch because I was doing my resume. They're supposed to help you with your resume. They're supposed to help you with your job search. So I'm sitting here filling out information. I said, well, this is not the correct link. You're supposed to do it on this thing, getting all ugly and stuff. Never showed up to the appointments. I make an appointment to speak with someone one-on-one. You contact them. They're like, oh, we have something else we got to do. Because see, all these people work from home. So they're supposed to help you with your career, help you with your resume. I mean, they were either late, didn't show up, so I started complaining. I contacted the project manager and I made the complaint. I said, and this is not the only one. I'm gonna also tell you about Correlation One. They another one too, which I would not recommend and be bothered with. So because I was asking all these questions and basically, well, we don't think you're the right fit for the company. You're not going to I'm going to ask questions. I'm not 21. I'm not 19. I'm not 18. I'm not someone who got a GED. I'm not a person who ain't have no high school diploma. I went to college. I got an MBA degree and advanced degrees. So when I ask these questions, you speaking to people who are not that well trained. They're not that experienced because when you ask them about themselves, you ask them about, can you tell me like it's what? People just don't interview you. You got to interview them. When you go to jobs and companies, you don't let them ask you a bunch of sex questions. No, you got to interview them too. The same way. And most of the time, these people who were I was talking to, they were like 20, late 20s, early 30s, no kind of background, no kind of experience. You ask them, well, tell me about your experience. What did you do? Da, 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 da. And then, so they told me, well, this ain't for you. I already finished the program. God damn it, I already got the, I already did the courses. I did the learning and whatever they need to, and they gave me the voucher back after the fact. I said fine. Amazon got notified. They gave me the voucher back. A few months later, I said, shoot, I didn't, I was going there just because I was going there and I thought it was interesting. So I put it on my LinkedIn profile, SV Academy or whatever, but I'm probably going to take it down. And I started looking for positions in tech sales or SDR roles. And the people who were in my class or whatever, one girl said she worked at some up in California, some solar company, and they wanted them. She was, she was the fact that she speaks Spanish too. She was going in communities selling those solar panels, and you know that they cheated her out of thousands of dollars when it came. She did the sale, and then she go back to the account person, and they'll go to the house, sign up, and I mean they just did a whole bunch of crooked stuff. She quit the next day and she works for Aflac. I said that's a good product. Everybody gonna need some type of insurance or so. So she worked at Aflac, and I need to communicate with her. But she's doing pretty good. She was doing pretty good. But in terms of SV Academy, helping her get a job and all that stuff and training, if you don't pay for it, that $10,000, was it 10,000 or $20,000? Don't no. Thank you for sharing. You work for Amazon by any chance, Angela? Angelica, I'm sorry. Because let me tell you what Correlation One. Correlation One, ooh, this was a couple months ago. I signed up. I had completed I completed Salesforce with Correlation One. Okay, I was gonna tell you some I was gonna look up something for you, and it's free and it's better than going to a boot camp, to be honest. So let me tell you about Correlation One. Correlation One, they are not a school or anything. It's just like SV Academy. It's a training um, program or something like that, or whatever you call it. I did Salesforce, and this was last year. I finished it, got the little certificate, gained experience, but I'm still trying to get my certification in Salesforce, and it takes a lot. I didn't pass it, so I could. And then after that, they said you could get two certificates to take the test for free. Now, Salesforce is another company that was laying off people. They never gave the second voucher. They never got the voucher for to take the admin part of the test. So I said, well, I'm still old. They said, well, we can't get in contact. It was so mixed up. It was so screwy. And then so I said, let me get the lower certificate. And oh, she did. Yeah, used to work for Salesforce. They laid off a lot of people. And that was another thing. Um, Now, when you go Trailhead, you should ask her about it. The Trailhead, you could do it for free, but you won't get the guidance that they say that you pay for, like helping you look for a job, help you look for, they're not none of these companies matched up with any big company per se. I was like, this is some bull crap. So um, they did the same thing with me with Salesforce. I finished the program. Did they ever? No, it wasn't Salesforce. It wasn't. I had signed up for a couple months after I finished the program. I wanted to do data analytics, and I signed up. You got accepted. Like they act like you taking this test. It's supposed to be so competitive. even though it is it could be a little bit difficult. So, but when I got into the program with Correlation One Data Analytics program through Amazon Work Choice, Career Choice, they had over 1,000 people in the Zoom training that data analytics. I said, I already started doing stuff on my own. So, so they had over 1,000 people in the room. 99% of them spoke were from other countries. They didn't speak no English. The training people who will be TAs that's supposed to help you didn't speak English. And when you tell them, excuse me, I don't understand. If you say that slowly, please. They get an attitude and showed up late. Same thing. Showed up late, never showed up. So when I didn't show up for one of my appointments or whatever, I said, I'm not gonna waste my time. Shoot. I'm sitting here running to get back home to get in the Zoom and they not even there, and then they don't turn their camera on. They said, well, I got something else to do. How you got something else to do? This is one-on-one, not 1 in 20. We got other people we could do. No, I'm supposed to get one-on-one training. I complained and complained to the project manager who was in charge. We was and I took a survey. I gave them a bad score. I gave them practically a bad score because Amazon wants to know how things are going. I told them how it was going. We never got no. Then here they come. You give people a survey. They want you to give them glowing remarks like there was no problem. No, I'm not gonna lie. You're not gonna get me to lie and say something that's not true. We never got nothing from my beat, and he always been one of my top trainers. To who? Because he wasn't a top trainer to me. I'm asking questions, and then I said I could have Googled that myself. They didn't really know. They didn't really know. The only reason why I liked my Correlation One was that I had one person. She was a much older woman, trained, experienced. She's my mentor. I don't now she worked at Correlation One, but they screwed them over. They screwed her over. The people they were hiring, they screwed them over big time. I was like, they only got, they didn't pay them much of nothing. I was like, what? Mm-mm. But I always met with her every week, twice a week. We went over the lessons. She helped me a lot though when I was doing that Salesforce. And then I started learning Salesforce because I was doing Salesforce when I was working at TurboTax as a tax lead. You're welcome. I'm going to try to um let me give you this thing real quick. Code Camp Code Camp Code Camp Academy. Okay, okay. Angela, write my email down. Send me an email. I can send it to you. It's much easier for me to do that. Take my email down. I'll send you some resources that I've tested it myself and I think is very good. And it's not that expensive. I know I could tell you one for sure. Datacamp.com. I'm trying to do that at the same time while I'm learning WGU. I'll be on the live tonight too. Later on this evening, I'm going on StreamYard and then I could talk. But anywho, I'm going to WGU, starting over as a Bachelor of Science. And so far, it's going pretty good. I've learned a lot because, well, I can't say I learned a lot, but it's a lot to learn, especially the first module, which is not really technical, but it's about the data analytics industry and things to learn. And I actually had an interview yesterday over the phone with this other company, this recruiter, and she was the most honest person ever. It was like a tax company firm. They were looking for a tax analyst, and I said, well, I told her, I know the taxes, But I said I'm just learning how to the data analytics, the tools, and the coding for data analytics like Python and SQL. And I've been learning those two things, but I need to concentrate on one thing and learn it and stop jumping around and trying to do five different things at one time and it all related to the same thing. But this time, I'm taking it. I'm learning it. I'm not. I told I'm not proficient, but I'm learning. I'm getting there. So basically, I'm starting to find out that a lot of these companies that are hiring for the next new wave of technology, AI, we're not going to stop AI. Let me tell you that. We are not going to be able to stop what's going on with AI. They even, I mean, everything, artificial intelligence, machine learning, um, all those things are important to learn. Even if you were, a lot of people, these little entry level jobs and stuff, even going to, even if you was working at like a supermarket, they even being taken over with AI and artificial intelligence and things of that nature. You know, that's what's the interesting thing about it. And a lot of people like, you know, I want $15 an hour at least to work at McDonald's. Man, the minute they made that proclamation of that's what they wanted, that's when those type of jobs disappeared because they now have it where I was looking at something where just to place an order, it's not at the actual restaurant for Pizza Hut or Domino's. You actually calling a third party company that takes the orders. They live 500 miles away from the nearest place you order the pizza from, and it's transferred over to the store where they have maybe three people working there, one person to make the pizza and do whatever. You can't even go into Papa John's and place an order over the counter. You got to go on the app, go online to place the order for it to come. I was like, why I got to do all that when I'm sitting here? You know, I said, mm-mm. So you got to go on the app or go online, place the order. It goes to the store. They're eliminating a lot. You know, things are being done very efficiently, and I just find it amazing. Even doing being a recording artist, they said they had this one guy. I can't remember. He's somewhere in Germany. There's always people from Germany. They always seem to be way more advanced, or some other country way more advanced than people here in the United States. They was making lyrics of a song. They're not a person. They are a. I'm not gonna say avatar. I don't know what you call it. Um, yeah, they making music and making songs, and it's not even a person. It's like a little computer, whatever. And they said that they were the first recording artists making music and have copyright. I was like, ooh, that's so. It was so. I just find it so amazing. I think I found my calling for what I want to do. Ow, and yeah. So basically, go ahead and check your mailbox, y'all. If you had your debts, student loan debts forgiven under the income based program, I'm not talking about the new one that they have, the save and all the other ones. I ain't looked too much into that. I mean, I know what it is, but I didn't focus on that. I said, shoot, I know for me, my student loans were forgiven under the old programs that was in existence for a few years now, and I got my money back, not all, but I said, shoot, I'll take it. Give me the $325 check. I got it in the mail. I said, I'll take a picture of, and I'm gonna open up my account at Barclay Bank and move on. So, anywho, I think my clothes should be dry now because I'm about to go and do me some Walmart Spark. Let me see. It's 1 o'clock now. During the weekday, it doesn't get as busy. And then I got this app again that was GoPuff. I get it. I wake up, I look at my email. They looking for people to do GoPuff. And then I signed up for that thing over a year ago. And I signed that thing for over a year ago. So now they asked me to download my driver's license and insurance card for the next step. Now I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna check it out once they activate here in Georgia and see what kind of orders and stuff they get. But I'm only gonna do this for a few more months, during the holidays. Once I go back to work at Amazon, I'll still do Walmart Spark and some of the other little apps to build up my little income, my emergency fund, and my bathroom remodel. And I'm waiting for this person that he told me he would quote me $1,600 to replace the ceiling downstairs. And I said, okay, just send me the supply list so I can go to the store at Home Depot because I got approved for a $5,000 credit limit at Home Depot. And I'm supposed to pick up this um mop. It's a vacuum and mop at the same time, and it's supposed to be really, really good. I was looking at it on different YouTube channels and people, So I said, "Oh, let me get that." So I got that. I gotta pick it up on tomorrow. It should be at the store, but I will pick it up. I already paid for it. So I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna demo once I get it because I've said I'm not doing that old bucket with the mop and the bucket thing again. I mean, I'm gonna still keep the mops and mop, but I'm also gonna try that new thing. I'm supposed to vacuum and wash the floor at the same time. So hopefully it'll be, it had good reviews. I can't remember the name of it, but once I get it, I'll show it to y'all. I will show it to y'all, see how that is. Well, anywho, let me go. Thank y'all for being on. Angelica, Lynn, Shelly Shell, Sharky, Belts. I don't know who else is on here. Oh, Bubble to See. I'm sorry, forget your name. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. I will come on later on today. Let me do some Walmart Spark. I will. Y'all too. Y'all enjoy your day too. And Lynn, I'm gonna send you some pictures of the things, and maybe you could help me and tell me what is it that I need to buy to get this ceiling thing fixed because he ain't sent me the list. And I see this is why it's so hard to find help. People wanna, they don't wanna do no work. Easy, but I know one thing: when people don't have more money and get their repairs done, and they'll know, they'll see. People, maybe I need to learn how to do drywall myself. It can't be that damn hard. Only thing is the ladder. Do it myself. Maybe that's what I need to do. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Let me go ahead and get ready to do my gig work, and so I can come home, cook my delicious turkey wings. Is in the refrigerator in the refrigerator brining right now. So I'm gonna make me some smothered turkey. Should I make smothered? Okay, y'all tell me that I'm about to go. Should I make it smothered turkey wings or should I do baked turkey wings with the gravy? Which one you think I should make? Smothered or simply bake with gravy? You can do it. I know I probably can do it. Shoot. Somebody had to learn how to do it. I've been looking at so many videos on how to do it. It don't seem that hard and difficult, to be honest. It's just, is it possible for one person to do the big thing? Maybe I get my neighbor. He been helping me cut the grass. Ah, that's another thing I gotta do. Cut that damn ass grass. Whew. Okay, y'all ain't tell me. Smothered or baked? Mm-mm. Both of them could be fastest because if I put it in the Instapot and put it in the Instapot, it's gonna cook faster either way. And besides, it's been brine, which basically means you put the wings in the water, put salt, I put lemon in there. So by brining, it's gonna make it more tender. It breaks it down and makes it more juicy and hmm. Oh shoot. Shelly Shell said smothered. Lynn, you said bait. Hmm. Okay, I'll roast it. You know, I'll roast it. It's I guess I'll wait for the. I love smothered though. Hmm. All right, I'm gonna put it in the. I'm gonna put it in the. I'm gonna roast it that way. I'm gonna roast it, so I'm not gonna smother it. It's not gonna be. Well, bacon roasted is the same thing. Well, put it this way: it's gonna be healthy. It's organic turkey wings too, and I'll have that with some broccoli, and I'm gonna make me some rice. I gotta eat me some rice. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna because I only got two pieces, which is really two whole wings, and cut them in half. Brine, no need to smother. Okay. Well, it's been briming, so it should be ready. It was put in the refrigerator yesterday, overnight, for it to be brined. I'll come on later tonight, so when you see me sitting in front of this, even though the light may be dimmed down some, I'll show you my beautiful turkey wings. And I bought me some oxtails too the other day, but that's another day. I'm so glad the fall is coming so I can start eating more like soups and more heartier meals. All right, y'all. This time I'm about to go. So I'll talk to y'all later on tonight. Let me do some reading first and then go ahead to do Walmart Spark. All right. Talk to you later.